Hey crew, Brandon Hawk here with Coach Me If You Can, where I sit down with some of the world's most elite leaders to talk creating connected success, a success that's built from the inside out. In this show, I take people through a process that uncovers their greatest fear and unlocks the clarity of vision that they need to take inspired action on behalf of their heart. In this episode, my guest defied the odds when diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. With being given 1 year to live, he turned a heavy diagnosis into rocket fuel, which cured himself and launched a transformative movement. In just 2 years, he's become a leading diet and fitness coach. Now with over 5,000 clients and a rapidly growing online community, he is the founder of Fusion Lean, a company that helps transform lives through specialized keto nutrition programs. At the age of 22, his story is remarkable and inspirational. It is my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you and sit down with Logan Sneed. What's up, my man?
On? How are you?
Good. Logan Sneed.
Yes, sir.
Man, 22-year-old absolute powerhouse, just doing awesome things on the planet. Inspirational leader, leading the world in transformation. Have an amazing, massive online presence. You've got your Fusion Lean that's going on.
Yeah.
You've got your coaching programs, your courses. You're writing a book.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You've got all kinds of amazing things going on and only 22 years old. Man, it's an honor, Logan.
Man, it's an honor for me. I can't thank you enough. It's
Cool.
just amazing being here.
Yeah, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to dive in. We're going to do a Coach Me If You Can session, and we are going to dive right into the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, just right off the bat, how are you feeling?
I feel amazing. I feel very blessed every day. I just had another MRI result check-in, and he said perfect results.
Awesome.
So I work every day for those.
Yeah, well, tell us your story. Give us a little bit of your story.
Yeah.
What you've been through.
Yeah.
And what I do in this process is you're going to tell me your story, you're going to talk, and then I'm going to find some really potent veins, kind of like getting your blood taken.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the potent veins, and we're going to ride down those, and we're going to go in, and then we're going to come out with massive clarity, okay,
Yeah.
for greater connected success and transcendence.
Man, so yeah, it was almost exactly 3 years ago. Just out of the blue one day, I was driving to the gym. At the time, I was talking with my girlfriend at the time, who I'm no longer with, on the phone, and I randomly was just driving and had a seizure one day. And, I drove unconscious for half a mile, and she witnessed the whole seizure take place. No idea what happened, and long story short, had to go get an MRI. They said there's something in there, needs to be removed. It was the size of an egg. And so I had a 7-hour brain surgery getting it removed. And, of course, I still never really believed on what was actually happening. I never thought anything would be bad, in my life. Like, it can't happen to me. I mean, it's just nothing really. So 7-hour brain surgery, the full tumor was removed. And then they, said, hey, it's going to take a few weeks to kind of figure out what this really is, and we'll kind of get back to you. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. It's not going to be much, really. 2 weeks later, I went back to the diagnosis, and, she said, it was me, my mom, and my dad. And she said, hey, I'm sorry to let you know this, but this is a stage 4 glioblastoma brain tumor. Goodness. And I didn't really know what that was. And, she said, this is the most deathly cancer on earth right now. And I literally probably added like 100 pounds on me. Yeah. And she said, and she's like,
so you felt the heaviness in that moment, or
yeah.
like
Gosh.
you felt the weight?
Oh yeah, I mean, because I always lived my life. I was like, I had a great family, just living a great life, and I had so much in front of me, and like I had a full business going, and everything was just perfect. I had the woman of my dreams for 4 years, and then boom, she said, hey, I'm sorry to express this as well, but it seems like you have about 1 to 10 years left to live, and we really can't do anything about that. And I was like, that added probably another 100 pounds to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why am I even here? Like, what's the point? So from there, we wanted to know something we could do. Yeah. And she literally said, there's nothing we can do about this. And so my dad, my parents very, just outgoing, very want to know an answer, and they're, very motivating. And, they said, so is there diet? Like, is there any food he could eat? Like maybe not eat, or like anything? She's like, no, I'm sorry. And I wasn't even 21 years old. Yeah. And my dad said, so you're telling my son he can go have a beer and a burger, and that's it, and there's nothing we can do about that? And she was like, yes, sir, that's kind of what I'm telling you. And so, yeah, I mean, we literally left there, and like, it was like a new world I was walking into. Yeah. And I went through chemo, radiation, had, the girlfriend that I had for 4 years, she just left me.
At 21.
20.
At 20,
right at 20.
You're having chemo, radiation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, from then on out, like it just was, I always wanted to be a very, successful entrepreneur. And then I had this show up, and I just was like, well, I need to know what I am now. And so I was going through college, and, one day I discovered the keto diet, through a friend, a mentor of mine at the time. And I just was like, okay, whatever this is, like, I'm going to try it. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm going to have to make it work. So I literally tried it, and during that journey, I lost like 50 pounds. It just transformed me, and it motivated me. It gave me something to chase, to go after. And so I did that, and people were like shocked at my transformation while doing chemo and radiation. They're like, there's no way that's possible. So they're so interested. And I was like, well, what if I just kind of like make a business around this? Okay. And so I did that, and it got to a point where I was able to drop out of college and just focus on this. Yeah. And so, yeah, ever since then, I've been doing that.
Why do we go to college, right? To get a great job. You already have one, so college becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then I just, kept going after my business, and now every day I'm looking to achieve more and more and more in every way I can, so.
Wow, what an incredible journey Logan has been on. The pain, the trauma, even the inspiration. What we found out today is that internal heaviness creates external heaviness. That internal disease and discomfort creates external disease and discomfort. Remember this, life doesn't just happen to you, it happens through you. How many of you can relate to internal discomfort? How many of you can relate to suppressed internal pain? We are going to dive deep right now with Logan and find out the reason why he's been living with all this weight. Oftentimes, like catastrophes, right? Mm-hmm. We think they add the weight to us, but what catastrophes are they're mirrors, okay? They're mirrors to what's already there. We think that a divorce or a business partnership that's gone bad, oh, now I feel all of these emotions. No, you felt those before. This is just a mirror to what you have been carrying all along. Okay, so the cancer scare, right? The diagnosis, 1 to 10 years left to live. All of a sudden, you felt the weight. That's what you said, right? You felt the weight. We can call it the pressure of performance, the heaviness, whatever that is, whatever we want to diagnose that emotional reality as. You in that moment felt the weightiness. Yeah. Okay? So there was a weight. I want you to go back to that weight. Mm-hmm. Can you do that for me? Okay. Can we go into that weightiness, that heaviness, and I want you to start describing it. Yeah. Okay? I want you to start describing it. I want you to engage it. Mm-hmm. Because all it's wanting, what it was wanting through the cancer, right? The emotional dis-ease manifests as what? Disease, right? The emotional dis-ease, it hardens and collects. It's just energy and motion, but it hardens and collects, and turns into disease. Okay, I understand. I had a tumor in my stomach.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So I understand this reality. I carry my emotional weight right here on the left side of my belly. Okay? So you carry a lot of your emotional weight in your head trying to figure things out. I can already see that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Right? Figure things out. And it's very head first, leaning in kind of posture that you have. So what we want to do is we want to get you into a place of feeling that, starting to get into here,
Yeah.
right? Starting to get into where you're leading here rather than leading here. Okay? Because leading here gets heavy.
Yeah.
You just
Oh, it
feel
does.
it's heavy, right?
Yeah.
You see it in your eyes. Okay, your eyes get a little tired. You can feel it all right in here. I can see it. Okay, so I want you to engage it right now. Is this resonating?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah.
Okay. So this is how you've protected yourself. You had a good family,
Yeah.
but that's called impenetrable optimism, to say everything was great. Not everything is great,
No,
right?
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you've protected yourself with what I call impenetrable optimism. And if you grow up, I grew up in Christianity, right? I grew up in religion. A lot of times that's an acceptable form of protection if you grow up in a religious home. Everything's good. Everything's good. God bless you, brother. I've got it better than most, right? At least I'm not a kid in Africa,
Yeah.
right? At least yeah, amen, right? We carry that energy, and it's a protection. It's actual protection mechanism, and it's a disconnector. Okay, it disconnects you from deep, intimate relationships with yourself and with others, but it's also protected you from your emotional pain. Okay, so I want you to feel that right now, that heaviness, beyond the "I'm good, brother," everything's good,
Yeah.
God is good all the time, right? Like some of the little things that we say. Like I want you to get into that feeling. And where do you feel the weightiness, the heaviness?
Probably back here.
Back there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's where all my stress and just everything goes.
So you feel it right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do when you feel that?
I just I go like this, and I'll just, sit there and just do this. I mean, I'll take deep breaths as much as I can.
But it's
Yeah.
something you've lived with, that
Yeah.
feeling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what I want to get to is where that comes from and why it's happening. And not escape it, but partner with it, because it wants to speak to us. It's got answers all up in that.
Yeah.
Okay. So most of the time, I would bet when you feel that, do you push through?
I do.
Okay. So you have a push through energy, right?
Yeah.
Where you feel that, and I'm going to do more.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do more, and I'm going to accomplish more, and I'm going to grind even harder.
Yep, that's 100%.
Okay. So here's what I want you to know. That can get you some results on the short term. It can. I know this well. Okay. Got to Wimbledon, played in the U.S. Open at the age of 17, won a round from that same energy. So it can get you results, but my knees are bone on bone because of it. Okay. It grinds you down to the bone. Okay. It's not sustainable. There's a better way. There's a better way than pushing through.
Yeah.
Because if you push through that, you're not going to be able to feel your success. You probably, I would bet, if you use the push-through method, you can't feel how successful you really are. You can't selectively open. So if you close yourself to the pain, you also will close yourself off to love. What we see here with Logan is that he armored up through his achiever mentality to protect his pain. How many of you can relate to that go, go, go and do, and I'm always having to achieve, never having time just to sit still? Because why? If you do, what are you left with? You're left with what's underneath the hood. You're left with how you feel. What happens to you when you perform bad?
Oh, I get, stressed, intense.
So I feel intense.
Yeah.
So go even deeper with that. Not just intense, let's name it. What do you feel?
I would say I feel a little bit more weak.
I feel weak.
obviously very stressed. I feel a lot of anxiety.
Feel anxiety. Great. So tune into that.
I feel not worthless, but worth less.
There we go. I feel devalued.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I feel that I'm not like meeting my expectations that I've set for myself.
And that feels like what?
Oh gosh, just
Like wrong.
yeah, it makes me feel like I'm not doing things correctly. I could be doing it better.
And keep going with me. I'm driving you hard here. This is emotional fitness.
Yeah.
And that feels like what?
I need to do more.
And that feels like what? Like I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it correctly. That feels. Does it feel bad?
Oh yeah.
Feels bad.
Feels terrible.
There we go. So I want you to. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I feel terrible when I'm not performing well.
Yeah.
So here's what we can just say. Let's take the performing well. That's the role that you've played to cover up. There are parts of me that feel bad.
Yeah.
That don't feel good. There are parts of me that feel like wrong and guilty, even like shame.
Yeah.
Like just a wrongness, like wrong. Okay, sad. Okay, you feel that sadness, right?
Yeah.
So this is the weight. I'm describing the weight.
I would say loneliness too.
There we go. So now you're hitting the core pain. You're really good at this. Hey, all the way down to I feel alone.
I mean, that's exactly right.
How long have you felt alone?
I mean, honestly, whenever the girlfriend I had at the time, when she left me one day while going through chemo and radiation, I was pursuing like my goals so much, and I thought she was gonna be the one that I was with kind of forever. And then ever since then, I've just pursued my goals, and I've achieved so much, and I'm gonna continue that. But in that process, it's like I dropped out of college.
So
I
stay
lost
right,
a lot of friends.
stay right here.
Uh-huh.
So you went up. So I call it going up. You went up into, and we found out more of your role, which is achiever, because you said, and I'm going to keep achieving. When we resist the pain, it only brings more onto us. Okay? That's the law of the universe. More attracts more. So in all that emotional pain wants is what? Resolution. But you haven't been giving it resolution. You've been pushing through and achieving.
Yeah.
So all it's doing is just collecting, compound interest, right? It's just collecting until what's going to happen again? Another catastrophe, so that you can finally give yourself permission to feel.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. We're not doing that. You're breaking that cycle today. Okay? We're breaking that cycle today. But we have to get into the aloneness. We have to get into the hurt. Everything you described to me was the heaviness that you felt when she gave you that diagnosis. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what you've been carrying. And I would say you're probably carrying that energy and emotions. You're still carrying that layer today. Okay?
Yeah.
You can feel it, right? You can feel the weightiness of it.
A little bit, yeah.
So I want you to tune into it right now. Let's don't resist it. Let's amplify it. Okay? Because it's not a normal pattern for you to amplify this energy, is it? It's to run away from it.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's don't escape it. You escape it with hustle and hard work. It's a lot more acceptable than drugs, but it's still a drug.
Yeah.
Hustle, hard working all the time. That's still a drug. Okay? It's your escape.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's amplify the energy right now. Let's amplify where do you feel the aloneness in your body?
I would say probably like not necessarily my heart, but just like upper.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, upper area.
So let's just tune into it. Like I want you to just feel that right now. Yeah, there you go. Just get aware of it. Okay, just get aware of that hurt. And you describe it for me. It's aloneness.
Yeah, I definitely will feel lonely. I'll feel. It's not that I feel worthless, but I feel like if I'm like being lonely and like isolated, kind of.
Okay, so I feel isolated. I want you just to feel that, like separate, isolated, alone, disconnected.
Yeah.
I want you to even hear this word, unworthy of love. Okay.
Yeah, too different.
Okay, different. There you go. And thinking about that, the pain of being different.
I mean, sometimes, like, you know, with what I've achieved, I feel that, like, I don't feel that I'm too good for people, but I think other people can think that I think that I'm too good for them, if that makes sense.
So that distance, people distance has hurt, which feels like, oh man, I feel like
kind of like the odd man out.
Great.
If that makes sense.
Okay. So that's all a picture of what's going on inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're describing the energy. Energy feels odd, awkward.
Yeah.
Right? Isolated, like.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep going. You're doing awesome. Just keep tapping into it. You have just performed poorly.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like.
I mean, always doing more.
Great. So feel the pressure right there. You just told me I feel pressure to do more.
Pressure, yeah.
Okay, so feel that. Where do you feel the pressure?
I feel the pressure in my back.
There we go. Okay, so let's just tune in and see that you're starting to feel the whole layer. It started here, but now it's like you can feel it. Okay, it's like an ice sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so feel that in your back. Just be with it. And I want you just to keep, as we're talking, just keep focusing on it and amplifying it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
you
definitely
feel it?
Yeah.
You're in it. So when you get, I want you to say, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. Good. You feel how powerful that is?
I do.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm not running from you anymore. I'm not escaping you. I'm coming through for you. I'm here. How old do you feel?
How old?
Yeah, right now. How old do you feel?
I feel younger.
Oh, yeah. So tell me, how old do you feel? You're here for that little boy.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He was 20.
Okay. So you feel 20 right now. Okay, keep going. So we're dealing with some of that pain of 20 years that you experienced, some of that energy, right? Some of that trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma's not, it's not really what happens to us. It's what's happening in us. It's what sticks around that we don't clear. Okay. So this is all that trauma that you haven't cleared. We're getting connected to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel it. You feel it in your back still?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to push it's a slight push, and breathing into it to amplify it where it almost feels like it's going to pop out of your, like you're like pop, 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 like buttons off a jacket. Okay. So we're going to keep expanding. And it's going to drive you up, okay? And you may have a pretty intense response. Just be okay with it. You may yell, you may shake, but I want you to feel that, right? You feel it? You feel the weight? It's uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so stay with the discomfort. This is what you've been running from. Wow. Logan is diving deep. He's peeled back the self-armor, and he is going deep into the emotional pain. He's allowing himself to experience the heaviness, the aloneness, the despair. Logan, thank you for being so brave. Thank you for being so courageous. Logan is so much more than just the achiever. He is a brave and beautiful soul. I'm going to take Logan through the 5 A's process. This is a transformational process that will reconnect him back to his highest self, break the cycle of disconnection, and help him create the connected success that he's been looking for. Everything that you're doing right now, I want you just to feel that strength, like I'm good. Like I don't need you to make me feel good anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't need you to make me feel good anymore. See how potent that makes you?
Yeah.
Whoo. Like now you're like, whoa. Let's talk Vegas terms. You're playing with a house's money now. They get scared about people like that. Okay. Now it's like, I'm a wild man. Watch out. I don't need you. I don't need your approval. I'm good.
That's what I always was after, is
That's right.
approval.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. So you just approved of yourself, didn't you?
I
You
did.
feel that? I approve of you, Logan. I want you to feel that energy. I approve. I'm here. I'm good. You're doing amazing. So this is where we start to affirm ourselves. Okay, we went from the 5 A's. I took you through the 5 A's. Awareness of what's going on. Acceptance of what's happening. I'm here. Amplify. We amplified the energy. Okay, now we're in number 4, which is affirm. Okay, so after you've cleared, now we're affirming. I'm good. So you can do this every day. I'm good. Like, man, I got this, right?
I'm good.
I got this. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I see you.
I'm going to conquer it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a conqueror, man. Like, whoo.
I am satisfied.
I'm satisfied. I'm a satisfied conqueror. Whoa, like, wow. Now that's transcendent. That's powerful.
Yeah.
You're not conquering for conquering's sake. You're a satisfied conqueror. You're a satisfied warrior.
I'm achieving.
Oh, man. Look what you just did.
I'm winning.
I'm winning. Right? I want you to feel that I've won.
I've won.
I've won. Everything else is just like, it's a bonus, but I've already won.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I haven't slowed down.
Yeah.
I feel renewed.
Yeah, I am new.
Yeah.
I want you to feel that I am new.
I have value.
I am valuable. I am new.
I'm free.
I'm free. I'm valuable. I'm new. I'm free. I want you just to feel this, right? I'm valuable. I'm new. Yeah. Ooh. I can just feel I'm integrous. I didn't abandon me when I needed me the most. I came through for me.
I would say I'm adapted now.
I'm adapted. Oh. Ooh, I'm not rigid. I'm adaptable. I can move.
I'm not weak.
Oh, man. I'm strong. Okay. So this is the energy, right? This is you. This is who you really are. To get there, we had to go through the aloneness. Hustle doesn't fix the hurt. Okay? Hustle does not fix the hurt.
Yeah.
Feeling the aloneness heals the aloneness. And from it, we can take the inspired action. So now let's listen. Now let's ride. Okay? I'm strong. I'm powerful. I'm congruent. I'm integrous. I'm adaptable. I'm a conqueror. I'm good. I'm already won. I've already won. Okay? What's the inspired action that's emerging from this state? I want you to feel it. Like, it may be call your mom. It may be stop this business. It may be go home and take a nap. But I want you just to listen to the next step that'll lead you to the next step. I call these the impulses of the heart.
I would say relaxing.
Ooh, okay.
I know it's kind of simple, but taking a break.
Great. So it's not simple. Okay. Well, it's simple, but it's not easy. Right?
Yeah.
When you've been a hustler, when you've been hustling and grinding and achieving, to take a break means you trust. I'm good, I got me. I'm so valuable that I'm gonna give myself a break. Right? I'm gonna
I trust
rest.
myself now.
I trust myself. And I trust who? I trust God, because you trust yourself. Look what happens. When you trust yourself, what happens with your relationship with God? I trust God that I can take a break and I'll still be provided for. So you feel that, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can take a break and still be provided for. That's called rest. Psalms 37. Rest, wait patiently on me, and I will give you the desires of your heart. You will enter into the, what? Abundance of prosperity. Rest.
Yeah.
You can't rest if you're, escaping the manic energy. You can't rest. What happens if you never let a field rest? If you're always plowing?
Where are you going?
Right? If you're always plowing up the seed, does it ever take root?
Mm-mm.
No, you're just always plowing. And you wonder okay, why can't I experience any of this harvest? Well, you're always plowing.
Yeah.
You got to rest.
Chasing the future, but living in the past.
I want everyone to hear that that's watching. I'm chasing the future, but living in the past. Right? And I lose the power and the potency of the present. So that's where all the power and the potency is, right? Thinking that the future will fix the past.
Yeah.
That's the great illusion. Today you did what? I'm here.
Yeah, I live right now.
I'm present. Did you know there's nothing more valuable that you could give another human being on the planet, yourself included, than presence?
That's been a pretty big weakness of mine.
Yeah. Do you know what communicates the most love to my children? Me being fully present. I'm here fully. Nothing else going on other than you.
Yeah.
That's love. Okay. So what you gave yourself today is love. You loved that little boy by being present. You healed the past, right? You ensured a great future by being in the present, right here, right now.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Logan went beyond the self-armoring of the achiever mentality. He went deep into the emotional pain, all the way to resolving and clearing the aloneness. And from that place, he connected to that deep feeling of satisfaction, to that place of completion inside of himself. And from completion, an inspired action emerged. And the inspired action was this: Logan, it's time to rest. It's time to take a break. It's like the weightlifter who never allows himself to recover. That person doesn't get the gains that they're looking for. The game of life is a lot like that. If you're always doing, always achieving, always working, life will not produce the gains that you desire. Logan, thank you. You are an inspiration to a generation. I applaud your bravery, I applaud your courage, and I can't wait to see what emerges from your season of rest. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I'd like to invite you to our community where we're creating success from the inside out. Go subscribe to our channel where we're creating weekly videos. If there's someone you'd like to see on the show, please leave us a comment and let's go deep. I'll see you on the next video.